Welcome everyone to another episode of Vibing with Grayy. It's been a minute since I've released an episode, and today we are back with another juicy episode, and we're going to focus on business and entrepreneurship. So today I had an honor of inviting a longtime friend to my podcast. She's an entrepreneur and she'll get to tell you more about her and her business. I feel like she's someone that you can learn from since I've known her for a long period of time, and I know her personality and how she's struggled with her business to make it to where it is right now. So you guys stay tuned and take notes on the lessons that you'll be deriving from this discussion, since it's going to be a very educative one. So welcome, Ivy, to Vibing with Grayy. I'm honored that you have actually accepted to come to my podcast. I know you have been planning this for a long time, but here we are. And I'd like you to introduce yourself and your amazing business to our audience today so that they can know you better.
Okay, hello people. My name is Ivy Ayoti Muchitsa. I'm a second-born girl in a family of, I have 3 brothers, a family of 6. And I'm the only girl in our family. And I am pursuing a Bachelor of Information Science. I'm a final year student at Kenya Methodist University. I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm doing crocheting. It is like a skill, a talent. I don't know, inborn thing. Yeah, and I really thank God for the gift because it's only God. Yeah.
Okay, since you have said it's a skill, not everyone can do crochet. Even I don't know if I can do it, but you are able to grab the skill. So tell me how this started. It's called astral crochet, right?
Yeah.
Tell me all about it.
Okay, before it became astral. So I taught myself how to crochet actually when I was so young, like 7 years, 8 years there. So I used to crochet using a matchstick. It's so hard to do that. It's so hard. You know, a crochet has a hook.
Yeah, it has a hook.
So now you're using a matchstick. It doesn't have a hook. So you can imagine how terrible it was and how hard it was to crochet with that. So I used to make, bags, set bags for my classmates, just around. And people loved it. But then it reached a time when I was 14 or 13 years there, I saw there was no need of doing this. No one is doing this. This is an old-time thing. No one appreciates it. So I stopped it. During Corona 2020, that's when my talent resurrected.
You rekindled the fire.
Yeah. So I saw a friend. She's called Deborah. She started crocheting, learning through YouTube, She started crocheting. So I saw her post and I remember that I used to do these things. So I told myself, how about I try crocheting again. So I bought a hook, I bought yarns, and I tried to make a sweater out of nowhere. I didn't follow any tutorial. It was just out of nowhere. And I made a poncho. And my mom bought it. So that really encouraged me. So the next thing that I made, my neighbor bought it. And my relatives, they started buying these crochet things, the ponchos. So I saw it was something really good. So my passion started growing from them. I saw it's something that I really loved. And so I started making things, but just for fun, for pleasure. Yeah, it was for fun. At first, it was for fun. But I used to make money out of it. Yeah.
During the Corona time?
Yeah. But I was really bad at... So there was a time it came and I realized that I needed this business to grow. So there's this friend of mine. He's called Stephen Mwangangi. Yeah, he was my schoolmate. He is still my schoolmate at Kenya Methodist University. So he was my first client apart from family. He was my first client. He bought a scarf. So from there, we were good friends. So I told him I don't know how to manage my business finances, the finances that I get out of crocheting. So he told me that he could help me with it, that I should employ him to be my financial manager. So from there, we started talking about business, talking about how to grow it, talking. I still used to crochet for fun, for pleasure. So then we became so serious about it last year, November. And so we prayed and we found a name, Astral.
Astral.
Yeah, Astral
Where
Designs.
did the name come from?
Yeah.
Astral.
Astral means coming from stars.
Oh.
Yeah. We had several names. At first, we had Nifty.
Yeah, because I remember one time at a point it was called Nifty Crochet.
Yeah, it was called Nifty Crochet, but when we went to register, it was not...
oh yeah, it was already registered under someone else. I remember that.
So from there, we had several options. So our second option was Astral.
Astral.
Yeah, Astral. And it's a good name.
And that's how it came to be.
Yeah.
So I'm actually intrigued by how you developed a hobby and made it something you can make money out of it. And at this point in our lives, that's what is troubling other people business-wise, because they just venture into something with the aim of, I just want to make money, without loving whatever they're doing or understanding it. As for you, it came out as a skill. Okay, it's something I'm doing for fun. I actually love what I'm doing, so I'm going to make money out of it. And that is so inspiring to other people. Jodi minko nafikiria, okay, what can I do that I love? And then I make money out of it. So you're like an inspiration to many people, even if you're not saying it at your side, but someone is looking at you and saying, okay, let me find something that I really love doing, a hobby, and make it a skill. Okay, that's really good of you. And actually, I'm wearing one of our designs. It's a scarf. You see how beautiful it is. And later on, we'll get to tell you where you're going to get all the supplies and when you can reach out. So back to our conversation, you said that you started Astral, okay, it was called IoT Crochet back in 2020, developing it from a skill, and you turned it into a hobby, and now you're making money out of it.
Yeah.
So tell me how the ups and downs that you've been facing in this business.
The ups and downs. So, most of my clients are, friends, my friends. For now, we are marketing through social media. So for now, we are getting clients, from my friends, from Steve's friends, and also from social media. But back then, having clients as friends, it's such a hard thing. Some friends are supportive, but some friends, they are like, nipunguzie bei. You're buying the yarn at maybe 600 shillings or 700 shillings. You're making a sweater. Then I'm talking like, here's enough for 1,000. Niuzie 300. So that's really a challenge. And, people are kwambia, nataka tu kukupromote. And, sometimes kuplease tu watu, sometimes unawaacha tu, but that has been a challenge. Some friends.
Okay, how do you go about that? If someone amesema nishukishie price hadi 3,000, na wewe mwenyewe unajua, okay, this should be going at 1,000, so itakuwa 700 bob plus. So tell me how you deal with such clients.
Okay, how I've learned to deal with such clients is... There's a certain price. I can't go below a certain price. It's either, you take it
or you leave it.
Yeah, because we want people to buy things from Astral because it's valuable. Yeah, I don't want people to buy it just for the sake of promoting. I don't want people to buy my products for the sake of promoting me. I don't want people to promote me. I want people to buy my products because that's what they want.
To see the value.
Yeah, to see the value they have. So there's a certain price. I can't go below a certain price. Yeah.
And actually,
I just say no.
That's knowing your worth and the work that you're putting in.
Yeah.
And deciding to stay firm. And even if you're my friend, you have to be here for me in that I want to level up financially. Yeah. And there's no way that I can lower my value just to please you.
Yeah.
And what if the friends get to fade off because they see that, some friends don't see the value. They're just there vile umesema wanataka tu kupromote ndoone mimi ni rafiki yako. But in real sense, they don't see your value. They don't have your goals and your visions. So what if someone gets to fade off just because of that? What do you do about it?
First of all, I know we normally pray for astral. We normally pray for astral. So if I lose a friend because of, the price thing, that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind losing a friend because they don't want to support me in my business. Yeah. Because a friend should be there for you, They should be supporting your vision. So if a friend is making you to make losses, then that's not good friendship. Yeah. A friend should support you. Because even my mom buys the product.
Your mom does your product.
She doesn't bargain that much, So why should a friend make me to make losses? So it's
because I usually feel like a lot of people, okay, let's say I start a business. Let's say I am selling shoes. That's an opportunity for someone. Mtu ananiona kama, okay, this is an opportunity I can get free goods, free. People usually feel like if my friend is doing business, I'm not supposed to pay anything.
Yeah.
But what about that friend? What about her financial goals? It's like something we don't usually see, and that shows how bad people can be at times. And it's always important to set someone straight and let them see your value. And if they don't, leave.
Because it means only the value of your product. If they see the value of your product, they'll actually buy at that price. They won't bargain so much. Alafu, friendship, if I could depend on that. So if a friendship depend on, him bargaining or her bargaining so much that ananifanya ni make losses just to maintain the friendship, then that's not good friendship. And people should actually change this mentality, Yeah.
And what can you tell a fellow businesspreneur, a person who's starting the business, if someone is trying to drag them down or they're trying to please people, because you can't please them and get profit? It's like you can't have your cake and eat it. You must moja lazima iende chini. So what can you tell that person that's facing the same challenge?
Number one, we should not be people pleasers. If that's the purpose God akonayo in your life, you should, pursue it. If kama ume identify that's the purpose God akonayo in your life, then go for it. If you see people wanakudrag behind, friends wafai kukudrag behind. If you see mtu anakudrag behind, you just let them be. Just leave them. Unaenda na watu wanakusaidia, Yeah.
Okay, that's a really good pointers. I hope you're taking notes and you're listening to her. Okay, what's your other disadvantage? Since you said friends and people pleasing, kitu ya kwanza, what's the other thing?
Number 2, some people, some clients, they don't like, paying deposits. So you end up buying yarn, you end up making the product. Then when it comes to, delivering, wanasumbua. They don't want to pay. They don't want to pay kabisa. Some clients nimewashonea the whole product, nimedeliver. Until now, hawajalipa. Na me, I can't sukumana na watu hivyo sana, and they are your friends. So another challenge is, for business people, I think they should first ask for deposit before they make a product. Because when you make a product before you ask for the deposit with some clients, you'll really face.
Okay, so there's some people who have disappointed you like that.
So many people. so many people.
But what drove you to do for them delivery without payment in the first place?
I trusted them. I really trusted because most of them were my friends. So I was like, watalipa tu.
And even I see how a big issue is dealing with friendship and business.
Yeah, and also there's another lady who ordered something. And she told me, answer the product, then I want to see the way inaka, but lazima ninunue, I must buy it. So I made the product, I bought, the full yarn in wholesale. I made the whole, bikini top and bottom. Then after I finished and I wanted to deliver ananiambia, hawataki.
Alisema tu hataki. Did she give you a reason?
I felt so bad. Yeah.
And she was your friend too?
She was my friend.
Did you cut her off after that, or what did you do?
No. I didn't cut her off. I was just like, it's okay. It's business. I just learned a lesson.
Yeah, usually lessons. But I think it's also key if you get to tell her one-on-one conversation that you did this, and this, and it's when you do this, it's injuring my business, so that you can be on the same page.
Yeah.
Because that really hurts someone, because you took your time and your resources to make something out of your heart, and someone gets to tramp it down. Anasema tu hataki.
Yeah. And she comes again and orders another product. And so there I told her, I'll be making losses if I make this. So first pay for that, then I'll
But then she agreed?
No.
She didn't?
Yeah.
Ahuyo. Well, that's tough. And guys, I hope you're getting to know how friendship and business, how big of an issue it is. Because I've heard it from other people too, since you're trying to please them, you're trying to custom make things the way they want it, but they can't see the value of your business, and they don't understand what you need out of this, so they think it's like you're playing around.
Yeah.
And if you're in the business world, I feel like it's something you should take it to heart, because it's not easy. So if anyone tries to take advantage of you, I feel like those are not really nice customers, and they're actually causing stress and mental health issues. Because why do you decide to do something, to do that to a person who has really made something out of their heart? Because it's not really nice, and it damages the relationship. So another disadvantage, if there's any.
For now, I'm managing it, but at first, tracking my, financial records, the orders, it was really a challenge. And for someone who's starting a business, I'll just advise them to start, tracking their finances, the orders, everything, to just put them down, because it's really important. I really struggled with that.
Okay, but you said since Steve is your financial guru, I wish he could be here with us right now. He could be explaining to us a lot of things.
Yeah.
So he's the one playing the bigger role.
Yeah, he deals with marketing. Then I deal with production.
Oh, and how does he market? If you're
we have an IG account, Designs by Astral. We have a Facebook account, Astral Crochet, and we are coming up with a website and so many other platforms to advertise. We are in Gigi. If you type anything crochet, crochet scarf,
Astral will be there.
Yeah, Astral will be there. So that's how we advertise our products. But some of my clients, they come from my contacts.
Your contacts and his contacts
and
too.
His contacts, so, yeah.
Okay, and how's your relationship between you and your co-founder? Do you two always get along, business-wise?
Yeah. First of all, we are really good friends. We really understand each other. So that's one good thing. So the fact that we really understand each other in terms of business, we really agree in things. When he tells me, I've seen this book and I want us to read it, I agree. We really agree in so many things. So there's really good friendship. So from that, it results to a really good business partner.
Okay, this is helping us get to know how we can poach out co-founders. If someone is looking for someone to work with, what are some of other qualities that we should look for in a co-founder, so that ikifika katikati, okay, there's usually conflict, but we want healthy conflict, getting to have someone who's going to drive your vision with you rather than dragging you down. So what do you look for a person if you're trying to get a co-founder?
First of all, the co-founder anafaa kukuwa someone who has the same vision and uko nayo about what you're doing. If Steve angekuwa na vision elsewhere, then focus yake ingekuwa kwa Astral. But since the two of us, sisi yote, we are focusing on Astral, it's really a big thing, So one thing, they should be going in one direction. Si mwingine ako huku, this is my main thing. Hiyo ni part-time thing yake. It can't work that way. Yes, si wote tunafaa kuwa tuna go in the same direction. Yeah. Second of all, she'll be friends. She'll be good friends. And you should know how to handle each other. That's one thing I've really learned. Okay.
So thank you for the feedback you have given us about the disadvantage, and we're learning on how to maneuver our businesses and dealing with friends at the same time. So tell me what you have learned during this business venture, because I know since 2020 umejua vitu nyingi sana about business yenye probably mtu mwenye anasoma shule, anakaa shule akisoma aja pick up at this point. So tell us what you have learned so far.
What I've learned so far, the Bible says, do not despise small beginnings. So that's what I really like to encourage young people. Whatever you're trying, no matter how small it is, if that's the purpose God has into your life, just go for it. Because no matter how small a thing may seem, if you work on it, it will be great in future. And Astral ilianza kama a small business. Ilikuwa tu ina cater for my needs, my personal needs. But now it has really grown. It's really something. And that's because I didn't despise my, small beginning. You should just look on, better ways to advance your business, to advance what you're working on. So, and I really like to encourage parents out there to really support their kids. The other time I was in People's Daily.
Oh, yeah, I saw her. I saw you kwa gazeti.
Yeah. And so many parents saw that. When my mother posted it on her WhatsApp, there was so much reaction. And some parents walikuwa nasema, hawatawahi kataza watoto wao to go for what they wanted. Kuna another parent alikuwa amekataza mtoto wake kumodel. But vile aliniona kwa gazeti akasema, ataacha mtoto wake endelee, and she'll really support her. So I'll just love to encourage parents to really support their kids. My mother really supports me, and even my dad. Sometimes I need money here and there to add on my capital. They have really been good supporters. My family, my friends, they have really been good supporters. Yeah, my friends.
Wow, and yeah, parents, I feel you, because this is also an issue. Your parent isn't seeing your vision. There's this thing, probably your parents want you to take a certain path. But najua yeye kwake, because they usually say, nimeishi nyingi, ni like many years, so nimeona mengi, so you should follow whatever I'm saying. But deep down, the parent isn't seeing the vision of the child. And this really affects the child at a point that he or she feels worthless. He or she feels that, okay, why is my parent not seeing this? Am I not valuable? Is this thing that I'm working on that may blow up at some point, is it pointless?
Yeah.
Like, that's really key, that telling parents, acha tu watoto, as long as it's ethical, let your child explore, because it's his or her life. So let the child explore the choices he or she has in their life. Kama kwako, if umesema your parents are your biggest supporters.
Yeah, you remember telling my mom that I don't want to be employed. Yeah, and if it was another parent, two African parents, you just know. Nasema nimekupeleka shule, una graduate, umepata degree, so utaki kufanya, those things. But my mom is like, if that's what you want to do, it's okay, I'll support you. And I can't believe she agreed to that. Yeah, I'm really happy that she agreed to that. Nilimwambia mimi sitaki kuwa employed, mom. This is what I want to do. And I was even telling my dad, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do.
Na wako sawa.
Na wako sawa nayo.
Okay, na pia they're chipping you in the capital, whatever you need.
Yeah.
Actually, I love your parents are like my second parents. I usually feel comfortable with them. I feel at home every time I visit. And getting to have such parents is a blessing.
Yeah.
And you should really appreciate your parents.
Yeah.
If they're seeing your worth, if they're seeing your value, rather than shunning them out. Just explain to them what you want to do and let them be on board if they will. So another lesson that you've learned?
Another lesson I've learned, and another thing I love to encourage, especially young people, even as you pursue your purpose, if it's singing, dancing, crocheting, remember your education. Yeah, remember your education, because it really helps, especially in handling situation. It really helps. Yeah, I can imagine kama ningeanza tu astral, your time, and it was serious that time, na sikuwa nimeingia degree. I can imagine how ingekuwa. Singejua ku handle things the way I'm handling right now. And also pia certificate inakusaidia go to places. For example, if I want to, compete in global awards. Yeah, I'll have to have a certificate for something, maybe fashion or something, So you really need this education. So if you have the opportunity to go to school, soma. Hata mimi bado ndaendelea kusoma different things, not only fashion, different things, but I'll just love to encourage young people wasome.
Okay, and there's this point that you mentioned that you need to be patient with your process, whatever journey that you are in. What guides you in not giving up? So yes, you started small. Kuna kwanga na small beginnings. But how do I stay convicted and confident that this is going to work out? Hata kama ni kubaya and you're not seeing your future clearly. How can I just have faith and say that, let me continue, this will work out?
Number one, I'll go back to purpose. After you've discovered this is what God wants for you, then you can't just give up on it. You can't afford to give up on it. Yeah, so, you should really surround yourself with people that encourage you. Si watu wanakupull down, watu wanakuambia, hiyo inaweza kweli. No, don't surround yourself with such people. Surround yourself with positive energy. When you even down, kuna sometime I was also almost giving up in astral. There's a time I was almost giving up. I was telling Steve, me nasikia tu to give up. And if you surround yourself with positive vibe, you'll really grow. And the most important thing is prayer. Yeah, the Bible says God is the provision of the vision. So if this is the purpose God has for your life, God will make a way. Yeah.
Okay, that is really good, because at some point, personally, I usually have that effect that you are here, but you can't see whatever you're doing is adding up to what you want to be. Yeah, I may be in school, but at some point you are reading and like, wow, okay, hapa nje watu wanasema hey, job market iko flooded sana, there are too many doctors huku nje wamejaa na wana kazi. Like sasa uko hapo, you are like so stressed, what am I going to do with myself? And najua umetoka mbali na pali unafaa kuenda actually ni karibu, but you feel like hapana, siwezi endelea. And I know I'm not alone in this because there are a lot of people facing that. Una feel like I can't continue, be it business, be it school, whatever you're dealing with. As she has said, the number one thing, if you are religious, you can pray and just seek guidance if this is truly a purpose. And if it's it, you can really pray that God's will be done so that your business, your career, iweze kuendelea. And that's really good. Do you have any other lesson that you've learned? Utuelimishe.
I'll just love to encourage young people that there is always something for everyone. There is always something for everyone. So if you're in school, accounting, you remember I wanted to do accounts.
Yeah.
But I didn't choose the course because people are telling me it's flooded out there. Flooded. Yeah, so if that's what you want, just go for it. It doesn't matter if it has market or not, if so many people are in need or not. There is always something for everyone. So I just love to encourage pia hao watu wenye wako na these skills to also share the skills, because yeah, there is hakuna venye if I train someone pia atakuwa na side yake haitaniharibia.
Maybe this brings another thing. How do you deal with competition?
Yeah, there came a time when I was like, so many people are doing this crocheting, and people are really making good stuff. So mimi niko happy. So will this really grow? But nimekuja kurealize there is always something for everyone. So and my business partner amekuwa akiniambia, you know, atafunza watu, you know, there is, when you start something, if that's what the purpose God has into your life, there is always grace ya kuhandle the whole thing. So mimi nikishona, there is some grace I have kwa Astral. Enye hata mwingine akianza hata kuwa maliniko, yeye atakuwa side yake kivi yake. So when you have this skill, you can just share out there. Yeah.
And so how do you deal? Have you ever met a competitor? Say someone in your contacts is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And you happen to have similar contacts. So kupata these customers pia inakuwa tricky.
Yes. Si kwa kupata customers, but you know, some friends are like, ai, anameki kitu poa. Sipia umeki ndio kwe. Nani anafanya hii na hii? Sipia ufanye hii na hii. There is that. But in terms of clients, have not experienced.
You haven't experienced? Wow, okay. Because pia competition, how to handle competition, healthy competition, pia that's that's a skill that needs to, unafaa kujua how to maneuver that. Yeah, and not trying to bring someone down for your own benefit, because I don't feel like that's how it works. That if I trample on this one, that's how I'll rise.
Yeah. So, and I always tell myself that I'm competing with myself. If nikianza kuangalia people out there, unakuwa jealous or something, you won't really grow. So I normally compete with myself. And when you see other people who are better than you, you challenge yourself. I normally challenge myself, and I tell myself, why don't I try to make this product? And I make it and people buy it. So, yeah.
Wow, okay. So that's how those are quite lessons that you have learned. You have told us that, okay, handling competition, that's the first thing. And also dealing with your friends. Yeah, kuna kitu tumebakisha hapo. Sawa. Okay, I hope you guys are listening, because I'm learning a lot from her, since she's actually educating me more of business, because I'm not much of a business person. So I usually really try to get on track and be an entrepreneur at the same time. So what are your big goals for Astral?
My goals and visions are my goal is, my vision is, to reach the outside world, everywhere in the whole, all the continents. I want to go internationally. That's my vision. That's what I want. And trusting God, my business is going there. Yeah.
Okay, and what are you doing about it so that you can reach those greater heights?
First of all, we are building on our brand, and we are working on it. Something is coming soon, something good. I don't want to talk about it now, but something good is coming out of it. And but we want first to build on our brand. That's what we're working on. So I want you guys to wait. You can't wait for what's coming.
Because actually I'll be really excited tukiweza kuona tunapata deliveries hadi in other counties.
Yeah, like, there's someone who ordered a bag from US.
From US, okay. You see, that's now manifesting.
Yeah.
Actually, that's really good. And I'm really grateful for this episode since I've gotten a chance to learn a lot from Ivy since we have been friends since high school. I remember, but did you see this coming, you having a crochet business?
No, you remember, I was not crocheting that time. I didn't see this coming. Me, I was dreaming on becoming an accountant. You know the dream. Yeah.
But you see, some dreams usually reveal themselves as you go by. Because me, even in high school, I didn't even know I'll get a chance to own a podcast.
Yeah. Because
my personality actually usually hated cameras. I couldn't face a camera or just speak my mind out. Because I think at that time I used to repress. There's a point that you can repress your gift and you just feel like, okay, I'm not going to let it out, maybe because of external circumstances. But as time went by, I got to share my ideas and got a chance to feel comfortable with myself and have a chance to understand and to learn what other purpose I can have and what other thing that I can bring back to the world.
Yeah.
So as time goes by, you'll just get to have your dream. That's what I've gotten from this episode, that I know at some point, actually even now, you might feel that you are not moving or your purpose or whatever you're doing in school is pointless. But I feel like time tells. As you go by, as the day goes by, you get to see how important you are to the world. Do you have any other addition that you want to tell us and our audience?
Let's support young talent. Let's support young people. Let's support these small businesses. If you're in a position to, let's support it, because I've met people who have actually supported me. Do you know Saint Bakita?
Yeah, I know it.
So the CEO of Saint Bakita, she's really a nice lady. She's called Felicitas. She has bought me yarns from China.
Wow.
So many yarns, and for free. For free. And every time I go to her, she's like, you can order whatever, just choose whatever you want. Just choose whatever you want. Then I'll just order for you. Yeah, so it's, if you can help someone grow their businesses,
do it.
Do it. Yeah. You can support them. Yeah.
Okay, and where can we get these awesome designs, like this scarf that I'm wearing right now?
It's called a neck scarf.
Okay. Where can we get them?
Oh, our IG page is Designs by Astral. Our business name is Astral Designs. Our Facebook page is Astral Crochet. And you can see here I'm wearing a cardigan, designed by me, by Astral.
Yeah, and we'll get to show you other designs because she has made and she's making awesome brands stuff out there. So we'll get to show you the designs. And I'm really grateful that if you're watching till this point, I hope that you have been educated, since the main goal of my podcast is usually to educate, inspire, and transform. So by now, Ivy should have educated you, inspired her by your story, and transformed your life, even if it's by one thing, because that's what takes change, just one step. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm really grateful that you have been here to listen to these wonderful insights. And as usual, Slumidia Production is usually catering for my podcast, so follow them on our social media, on Instagram, and also, I guess, we're on Facebook. And as for me and my podcast, you can get me at Stay Grayy on Instagram, and I'm also on YouTube where you're watching this, and iTunes, also Spotify. So I'm grateful, guys, and let's see you in the next episode.